All right, you're a photographer and you have no idea what a bar and bat mitzvah is or what a quinceañera is. Well, if you want to know what a bar or bat or b'nai mitzvah is in the photography world and all that that entails, this is the video for you, so you're going to want to stay tuned. We're not talking about quinceañeras here, but we're going to talk about bar and bat mitzvahs. So if you want to learn about that in photography, stay tuned. Hello friends, if you do not know me or are new to the channel, a quick intro. My name is Rachel Capella. I've been photographing in the San Francisco Bay Area for almost 20 years now, and I absolutely love it. I am here to teach you how to make your photography business great and how to grow it and get that income coming in and teach you all about photography and it as a business. And today we are talking about bar and bat mitzvah photography. I actually think that I have completely niched myself into this particular niche, bar and bat mitzvah photography. I would say I'm definitely in the top 5 in the San Francisco Bay Area, and if you Google certain keywords, I guess I am definitely in the top 3. So I would almost guarantee if you are a Jewish individual family having a bar or bat mitzvah, my name has come across your desk as a vendor in the, I would say, 35 to 50 and up range for a party. So I absolutely love it, and I want to talk to you all about bar and bat mitzvahs today. So let's get into it. Okay, so what exactly is a bar, bat, or b'nai mitzvah? Now, if we want the technical and perfectly worded definition of it, go on Google, but I'm just going to give you my kind of short, brief synopsis of what they are. So a bar mitzvah is a boy, a bat mitzvah is a girl, and a b'nai is twins or 2. So I primarily do bar and bat. Sometimes I will do b'nai mitzvahs. Sometimes I have twins, siblings, whatever. But for the most part, we'll just kind of focus on bar and bat. So for bar is boy, and it's just a kind of a coming of age for the Jewish community. When you turn 13, it's not this kind of, and I have grace for people that don't know, because ignorance is just, it's just that, it's just don't know, right? It's not just a birthday. It's not just a 13-year-old birthday. It's a very, very big deal. So when in the Jewish community, and I'm not Jewish, I'm Catholic, but I have done this for probably, 10 plus years now. I don't even know, I should know these stats, but I don't. I've done it for a long, long, long time, and I do a lot a year. So I feel like I've definitely been to more Jewish services or bar bat mitzvah services than I have Catholic services, and actually really quite enjoy them, and I can get into why. But for bar mitzvah, it's when a boy comes of age to age 13 and they're becoming a man, right? This in the Jewish community is like when they're becoming an adult, so they can take on adult responsibilities and they have certain things that they do. So what they do is go through a whole entire year of Hebrew school. They're learning all types of things, and I'm not going to pretend that I know, because I'm not Jewish and I've never done it, but it's very it's a lot of hard work, and it's amazing. I feel like if every kid did this in the United States or in the world, our entire world would be such a better place, because there's so many reasons that I'm going to get into why I love it. But it's when a young girl or boy kind of transitions into adulthood, and they go through Hebrew school for a whole year, learning all the different parts of the Torah and the things that they have to learn, and they have to perform a service, which is, every Jewish synagogue or temple is different, but the kids will perform the service. So if you're Catholic, it would be like you would perform the service like the priest would, and they give the sermon. In Catholicism, that would be like, the sermon and the service. And this is a big deal because they're basically running the show, right? They're running the entire service with help of the rabbi and the cantor, but it's a very big deal for a young woman or young lady or man to do this. It's like a lot of work. And a mitzvah is like a good deed, right? So that's in Jewish language, that means a mitzvah means a good deed. So after they've done all of this work for a year, and I'm totally like, this is just a snapshot of it. There's so much more that you could go into depth online about coming of age and bar and bat mitzvahs, but I'm just giving a quick introduction of what it is. from my standpoint as a photographer, not an expert. And so they do the service, and then they do a good deed. They go through Hebrew school, and then they do a good deed. So like oftentimes, like, let me give you an example of the good deeds that I've seen with my awesome clients is like they will do a food drive for the homeless, raise money for charitable organizations, donate shoes, donate toothbrushes and toiletries to people that have been impacted by Hurricane Katrina or various hurricanes in the past. So they'll do a good deed. Every party, every child has to do this. Like, it's like a really big deal. Like, the mitzvah is like a good deed. So that's why I say it's like such an amazing thing, because these kids are learning so many great life skill sets and basically how to be such great humans. So it's so much more than just a 13th birthday. So both the girls and the boys have to do this, and the twins, obviously. And after all of that work is done, then they have a big celebration. And sometimes they're really, really big, and we have the DJs and the big crazy parties, and sometimes they're very much subdued and just chill, more relaxed, like a luncheon. So just depends. I've done them all. That is a synopsis of what exactly a bar or bat mitzvah or b'nai mitzvah is. So it's just a really, really big deal in the Jewish community, and it is a way for them to show so much support and love for these kids, and to show how when you come of age, you have a gigantic community around you that supports you and loves on you and just gives you all the good stuff, okay? And that is my job, to capture all of that from beginning to end. So from the family photos in the beginning to the service that showcases all the gloriousness of the kiddo and what they do. And I also have to point out the Torah portion in the service. The Devar Torah is a section of the Torah that they go over, like if you would think in a Catholic service, like the sermon, right, where it's like they take a part of the Bible and they would kind of give their synopsis on that portion of the Bible, so you could take it going forward in your week or whatever and do good with it. But in the Jewish community and in the bar and bat mitzvah, the kiddo does their Devar Torah is a portion of the Torah that they interpret and give their kind of synopsis on it. And it's really cool. I've seen some very cool Devar Torahs, and I'm just like, wow, this kid's gonna be amazing. And I'll get into reasons why I like it next, but that is essentially a quick snapshot of what a bar bat mitzvah is. And the outline of the day is basically family photos in the morning, service, and what else is there? Service, and then there's the kiddush lunch, and then there's the party if they have a party. And sometimes we'll have Shabbat dinner on the Friday, the night before the service. So lots of different, things that tie into this special occasion, and it is a very big deal in the Jewish community, and I actually really love it. So let's go now from what a bar bat mitzvah or b'nai mitzvah is into why I love photographing them. Okay, now on to why I love photographing bar and bat mitzvahs. First off, I started doing portraits, which I still do, and I then moved into wedding photography, which I did for a long time, and I did enjoy it, but I just found that it was not my vibe. It wasn't my vibe. So when I was introduced to bar and bat mitzvahs through a friend that was a planner, I just fell in love, because it encompassed everything that kind of morally vibes with me. And I think that I know it sounds so crazy, but I think that is the reason why I get so much business. I really am a firm believer of, like, when you love something, it just is attracted to you. People are attracted to you because you love it. They sense your energy. They sense it all. Like, it's very hard to not be in vibe, contradict your vibe. You know what I mean? So what I love about bar and bat mitzvahs, first off, I love kids. I have one. I don't want to have multiple, but I love kids, and I love family, and I love the love in family. So a lot of people love weddings because they love love, right? They're in love with the fantasy. Like for me, I just remember being oh, is this going to last? Because 50% of marriages like fail. I think it's 60 now, but I feel like all my bride and grooms, like, because they're so amazing. And I did not do a huge amount, but I did a very good amount. And I feel like all my brides and grooms, like, I think they're all together. I mean, I don't know. I feel like you attract the right people. And yeah, that was one of the things that I had kind of contradicted with weddings, was like, I struggle with that. So with bar and bat mitzvahs, it's such a family dynamic thing where these families come together regardless of if you're divorced or not. Like, they're coming together for like little Johnny, Susie, or whatever, like Leo, what are some clients, Rebecca, Jacob, they're coming together for them. And I just love that. I love that. And I love all the work that these kids put in. I love that they have to go to Hebrew school and put in the work and learn about the Torah and the Bible and God and having a faith, because I'm a super faith-based person. I totally believe in God. I would say I'm probably more Christian than Catholic, but I was born and raised Catholic. But I feel like I'm really part Jewish, because I feel like I've been there so many different services over so many years that I feel like I just am a person that believes in God. And I love that faith base, because life is going to get hard. Let's keep it real. It's going to get freaking hard. And you need to have faith in something more powerful than you are. And it's teaching these kids all these things, these life lessons. And one of my favorite things, and I know my clients have heard me say this, it's like a system when I get on my sales call, but it's all the truth. It's like, I love the service and the speeches, the parent blessings. I love it. So the parent blessings are kind of like the vows in a wedding. If you love weddings and you love love, you're going to sit back there and listen to these vows, and you're going to get emotional. And I can tell you, the parent blessings are just like that. They're like so powerful. And what I think is so huge, and you can feel my energy and my passion for it, it's shaping the kiddo. Like, these words, all of the things that these kids have to go through is shaping them for life to be such successful humans. Okay, like, I promise you it is. That's why you look at your Jewish friends and you're like, if they've gone through the bar and bat mitzvah, it's like they are kind of a different level, because they've had to put the work in, they've had the community, they've had these lessons that kids don't normally get. Like, they don't normally get them. Like, you can do it, I think, in like Catholicism, which I think we have to go through the process with my son, but like, I never did it. So, but I had a great parent. So, I kind of know a little bit, but you have these kids that go through all this hard work. They do the service, and then they get to the end of the service, and it's like, whew, they did it. They got through the Dvar Torah. They got through all the chanting and the various aspects of the mitzvah, bar mitzvah or bat mitzvah. And then they get to the parents' blessings, where it's like, basically the parents are just loving on these kids and like saying why they're so awesome. And it's like, it doesn't matter if you're divorced or if you have freaking multiple dads and moms. It's like, all these kids, they come together and they get these blessings, and it's so wonderful. And I love it. And I love being a part of it. It's actually my favorite part of the entire bar mitzvah. Or bat mitzvah, when I'm capturing it as a service. I truly, truly, truly enjoy it. Call me a nerd, call me whatever you want, but that's my planet. It's my absolute favorite. And then we get to the Kiddush lunch, and it's fun. I mean, obviously, they've gone through it all, and now all that year of work is done. So now it's the party. So then we get to the Kiddush lunch, and we have fun, and then we get to the party, and usually there's like a little break in between. So like my average mitzvah is about 8 hours, could be like 10 sometimes, depending on the package. But they go through, and we have a little bit of break after the Kiddush lunch, because we'll do family portraits in the morning, service, and then the Kiddush lunch. And for the service, some synagogues or temples do not allow me to be in there, so we have to figure that out. And I will eventually have more stuff down below about bar and bat mitzvahs for those that want it. Just reach out or email me. But it's in the works. But yeah, so they'll get through the service, go into the Kiddush lunch, where it's like basically kind of a brunch thing where everyone kind of congratulates, hugs them, and I capture that. Then we have a little break, and I go into the party, where it's like a massive celebration because of all the work that this kiddo has done. And yes, I work with the absolute best DJs in the San Francisco Bay Area. I am always working with them because there are vendors that do this specifically, and I do think the DJ is the most important part of the mitzvah. I'd like to think photography is, but it really is the DJ and the planners. If you can afford the planner, I always say use planners because they are so helpful. And yeah, I work with the best vendors, and then it's just a fat party and it's so fun. And they do the hora, and I capture it all on the horas when they go up in the chair. And yeah, there's a whole system to it, but this is why I love photographing bar and bat mitzvahs. And then the other part of why I love photographing bar and bat mitzvahs is because my clients are amazing. They are all wonderful, and they usually have multiple kids. And if I do what I do, which I always do, I am photographing pretty much 99.9% of the time the entire family of kiddos. So if they have one kiddo, I'll do that, and then they'll refer me to their friends, or I'll do all the rest of the kids, you know, as they come of age. So that is why I love it. It is an amazing, amazing, amazing event. And in this area, it is very, very, very important, just like in New York and LA. I think those are the primary. I think New York and LA are probably the ones that are the biggest for bar and bat mitzvahs, but San Francisco Bay Area, it's a pretty big deal. And I literally could be booked the entire year with the exception of July, which is when the rabbis go on vacation. So that's another reason why I love it. And it's easier than a wedding, and I don't necessarily really need a second shooter. It's just me for the most part, depending on the event. But so fun, great families, always am booked out, always photograph the kids that are coming of age next. And it's super fun, and I'm surrounded by amazing, wonderful, hardworking, smart, intelligent, caring people that value faith and are teaching their kids to be great humans. So that's why I love it. And then, I mean, obviously the added bonus is I get paid really well to do it. So consider bar and bat mitzvahs. And if you want more breakdown of like the actual day and what it looks like, let me know in the description box down below. I'm creating a few little freebies that you guys can have, but there's kind of a lot that goes into it, but it's a synopsis of what it is. But I just wanted to make a video of it because I just absolutely love bar and bat mitzvahs, and I'm sure my clients will see this. And I know I'm not a pro on explaining all of the intricacies of the bar and bat mitzvah because I'm not technically Jewish, but you can definitely Google that stuff online and find out more in depth about it. But it is a very special tradition in the Jewish community, and it's just a really, really wonderful, wonderful celebration and a way to shape your kiddo into a phenomenal human being that's going to do good in society and be a good contribution to the earth, because Lord knows we need more people like that in the world. So that's why I love photographing bar and bat mitzvahs, and I'm definitely probably, I would say, in the top 5 to 10% here. And I'm so honored and thankful for it, and I just love it. And if you have more questions, reach out and comment down below if you want more information. All right, there you have it, why I love photographing bar and bat mitzvahs and what they are. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to know more, definitely click down in the descriptions below and let me know. Check out the freebies. We will have some things there down for you. If you want to know more information about a photography business and growing that, check out my PhotoBiz Academy. My webinar is down below to give you some free access to how I built my business. And always reach out and let me know if you have questions. I'm happy to help. I've been doing this job for 20 plus years, and I just love it. And I feel like I know a lot, so I'm happy to share, and that's what this YouTube channel is for. If you want more, let me know, and I'm happy to get on a call with you and figure out if coaching is the right thing for you, or just introduce you to my PhotoBiz Academy. Make sure to subscribe, comment down below, like, and let me know if you're getting value. I appreciate you and listening this far. Have a great day, and thanks for watching. Bye, guys.